Hello, folks. Welcome back to Road to Yourself. It's a great evening to be an American. What time is it? Looks like it's 8:45 on Monday, the 29th of January. I was looking back at the archive. My first video was on November the 5th, coming out here with this water out of chaos idea. And I figured, well, the first thing I need to do is get some light out here. That way I can put that to bed. I finally completed that tonight. I have 15 amp service coming out here. This is the line that I can mess around with and everything. It came from outside where Dad split it off of a junction out there. They had feeding outdoor receptacles. So I'm going to dedicate that to this service. I'll probably end up cutting all this up, wire off to splice into my Siemens box, which will be there, or my Eaton box. But to that end, the whole idea was to get out here and start to organize this garage, get rid of the shelves. Finally ended up with an idea of doing some pegboard and all that stuff. So anyway, I had such a mound of garbage here. But anyway, today I finally put my lights to bed. Those I got the other day, a week or so ago. These here were last week. And then this is my perimeter lights. So we're done with the lighting. To the point where I'm satisfied. I've got the 4-way gangs and the dimmers. I'm still going to run electricity and PVC and an outlet for a 15 amp service for you see, I'll have a switch. This switch here will go upstairs for my my attic lights, and then I'll have a 15 amp receptacle. I'll have a duplex box. I'll probably have a duplex box over here and a quadruplex box on the other side with for 15 amps, so I can plug in I've got a drop light that's fluorescent double tube, and that'll just give me 3 other slots to mess around with if I ever need to plug in one of these lights again. Anyway, so I'll run that down here. And then I'll continue out and hook into my service. I have a dusk to dawn LED out there, exactly like the one I have out there. I'm going to put them all in one service. I'll put an on-off switch there to control. And then I can put all the light stuff to the side and get busy on coordinating what's going to go on here. I'll tell you what, I can see coming around the corner. It'd been nice if I'd have been able to got it done, but I'm gonna figure out what's going on with this Federal Pacific. Federal Pacific went bankrupt. They had when I dug into it, they had issues. They were like a load center, like sub panels, and the whole thing. Anyway, their breakers were malfunctioning and causing a lot of issues, and they went bankrupt on that. But in the interim, they had built this. I'm having little to no luck finding anything about Federal Pacific garage heaters, but I can't imagine it being too difficult. My thing is I'm going to run that. I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking I'll probably run that, and I think got about 16 feet of that 3/4, but you can see that it's just I don't even know what the heck's going on there. I haven't looked. Yeah, there's a ground in there. I'm gonna have to cut that back, make that ground available. So what is that, about 8 gauge maybe? Anyway, I'll work that out. And like I say, it'd have been nice in this winter if I would have had that. I'm gonna put that switch right here, just because I'm thinking I've got a 240 volt on off switch that'll probably just hook right there into a metal box. Then you continue that armored cable Maybe behind here, behind these. I don't know. I'm going to revisit it. But anyway, I want to get it over here to the Eden. It looks like a lot of mucking around in it. I have to figure out a plan on that. But ideally, Dad had it run underneath the table here. And I think he had the switch here or something. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to have to really revisit that and get that all straightened out. This stuff here is all the control. That I thought I had 10.2, but I had 10.3 running out here. So I need to replace this. I don't even know if this is service entry or I don't think it's SO. Anyway, I'm going to change all that out and make it right and go into my Hubble pressure switch. I probably ought to have you see, and I do have SOO going into SOW, I think, going into the compressor, which is doable. Anyway, I'm getting away from my whole ding-dang deal here. I wanted to put this lighting documentation to bed. I really like the way the lights are in here. My gosh, it's like a regular shop. I'm in a normal place to work now. There's nothing hiding. There's no shadows. I can actually see what I'm looking at. I have the ability to turn these lights off when the garage door is up. Matter of fact, I probably ought to work on that next for some stinking reason. The thing runs out, but it won't run. It won't stay shut. So it wants to run back, and there's nothing blocking the breaker lights. So anyway, I'll work on that. But look at that! For crying out loud, it looks great, doesn't it? I can see probably with this extra light that it may come down here at some point. Maybe over here. I don't know. I'll work that out later. I gotta undig all this stuff and make it organized and throw a lot of stuff away and just get it to. Here's the thing: is I'm pushing. I've changed. Let me see, at 90, I guess about 100,000 miles. I changed the timing belt and tensioner and all this stuff in my wife's Sonic, and she does DoorDash. And you know, she's almost pushing. She's pushing over 180,000 miles on that thing now. So I was supposed to have done it at 90, and I'm thinking I'm going to do it again at 200,000. So that's going to be rapidly approaching, probably by early spring, which means, and I changed the, I think that was my last major project I did in here before I started piling crap up. I mean, it just happens that fast. I got so many things going on. But anyway, I have that's just a matter of organization. Even if I have to take it outside, which I'm not going to do, I'm going to have everything all squared away and turn this back into a garage. I might not have all the projects completed, but I've sure got a good start now. And I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I need to find. I've looked online for a retractable cord, and I've got a couple of LEDs I'm going to stick up here and get rid of this housing. You know, it's like being in Surigao in the Philippines when you're working on a car engine and you got that 500 watts burned down on your neck. It's just amazing how hot that thing is, but it's almost, I mean, it's amazing the light that it puts out. Instead, I've got a couple of 5,000 lumen LEDs that I'm going to have on this track. So I'm figuring out some kind of retractable cord. That'll be another reason to have the 15 amp service that'll be controlled by this. Now, I'm going to have to figure out how to tie that into this same line here. Because we'll work all that out though, but for goodness sake, it looks great, doesn't it? Look at this dumpy garage. My goodness. Luckiest man alive. Now I got to get to work. Now I got to do my stuff. I'm glad all this stuff worked out. That was about as straightforward as you could get. It was ABC all the way down. Everything is squared away. Everything is all tight and fitted up. Like I say, I will run this continued live service out. That'll be next. I've got about 15 other things I need to do, so I'm going to try to drop those in. I'll make the my wife, she was really hoping to do the video, but she's out working right now, so I'll have to get her involved. She really likes doing the videography. My gosh, you know, when I go back and look at my videos, half of my head is in. You're looking at my neck and stuff like that. I'm just stupid. But anyway, so I'm glad all this stuff is on. It's really nice having like all those years that I didn't have it. Let's see if I can. I've got saran wrap over these because they're white and they get dirty pretty quick. From there we go. Now we're starting to get some. Yeah, they're okay. They're not. I mean, it isn't on and off. You can ratchet it down. But, yeah, I guess the saran wrap wasn't such a hot idea because I don't have much control over. I'll probably just take that plate off, rip that crap off, and just take alcohol and clean them off every once in a while. But, yeah, got light, folks. Yay! So thanks for joining me. That's Vapor Tight Lights, Phase 1. Anybody can do this. I would suggest taking a little bit of time, just getting comfortable with the instructions on the Vapor Tight Lights. There isn't anything more simple than just installing these. I would suggest doing the mod that I got listed in there, because these things here, there's no way they're coming out, no kind of friction, no kind of anything, banging or anything will drop them. But you saw me before, I just reached up there and just hardly touched it, the thing fell, so it looked like it was up there. So I'll finish touching up the paint, and the next thing is going to be, if I don't jump right on this, which I probably will, I know that with the live service, I need to finish that, get the live service taken care of, because the rest of the stuff is not going to be energized until I run energy out here from the 200 service inside. So I don't know when that's going to be. I'm going to jump on. I've got all the stuff. I've got a couple of 50 amps. I got a 50 amp and a 30 amp service I'm going to put up here, and that's another 30 amp service. And like I say, none of it's going to be energized until I get my other stuff taken care of. So gosh, I'm looking forward to getting that done. That ought to go pretty quick, if I do it at all. I don't know about 30. I know I need the 50 amp out here, and I'm not going to be able to use, I'm not going to be using the plasma and the welder at the same time. So it may be kind of silly having two 50 amps, but I got to remember for the future, in case we do get fusion and electric takes off in the vehicles and the prices come down on the batteries and stuff like that. I think that for the heck of it, I may put that 50 amp service right next to the sub panel, just to have that outlet out here. But I was thinking also, if I had a twist lock, I could put a service up here. I'm going to have to revisit all this stuff. But look, I got lights. That's all that matters to me right now. Thanks for joining me, coming back, and thanks for your support. And I'll talk to you all later. Okay, see you. Bye. Yep, we got lights. Thank you, look.